y'all. So I finally made it up to a point in my life where I set all my bills on auto pay, right? Yay me. I'm excited because I'm like, yeah, I ain't got to check. I ain't got to log in here, log in here, log in here. I ain't got to check here, check there, check here, check here to see if I made sure I pay this, because, baby, listen, I will forget. So I got all my bills set up on auto pay, so I don't have to worry about no bills not being paid, right? So something tells me to go check my car because I want to see how much I have paid on it since I had got it like last year, March, April, February, March, somewhere around that time when I had got my BMW X5. So I checked my Capital One, which is, you know, who I got my van through, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, we almost halfway there, almost done. But I signed in to check my BMW, and it said I only paid $5,000. I'm like, no, I'm being scammed. Because not only am I on auto pay, but I'm paying I'm paying $19.93, which is a hell of a lot, right? I know. That was the stupidest thing I ever done. But anyways, I'm paying $19.93 a month for my BMW X5. And y'all telling me that since last year of March, I only paid $5,000 towards my car?
Yeah, that's how loans work, especially when you have really high interest rates. The beginning of the loan, whether you're talking about a mortgage, whether you're talking about a credit card, whether you're talking about a personal loan, whether you're talking about a car, the majority of the beginning of the loan is going to go towards the interest. And as you pay down the principal, more will be applied towards the principal, which is one of the reasons why you want to minimize the amount that you take out. You want to make sure that you're getting a low interest rate. And more importantly, you want to pay it off as soon as possible, because that is the way that you're making the banks rich. The banks make money off of lending you money, and the way that credit scores work is that they're looking at your ability to be able to pay it back, which is very bad. If you don't need banks and you don't want to use them, but the only way that you want to use them is if it actually benefits you, not to be a bigger consumer. We got to start having literacy courses that come along with being successful, because I believe that she's a successful content creator, if I'm not mistaken. I think she has a pretty decent following. As usual, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to put a link in the description in order to give the person credit, because it's the right thing to do. But the reality of it is that we are the biggest consumers. Paying $100,000+ for a 2021 BMW X5, a 4-year-old car, and then the fact that you've only knocked off $5,000 in principal and all of it is going towards the interest means that you're the borrower, not the lender, and we are not making good financial decisions as we go along. I mean, the reality of it is that most people get money and then they make the calculation based off of their payment. We don't make financial decisions based off of what's best for our future, how we can preserve the majority of our wealth, how we can make smart financial decisions. And I'm not telling y'all not to buy the luxury cars and the luxury vehicles and to live life. I think that you can do both. You can be smart while at the same time making smart decisions financially that ultimately align with your goals. And then if we reduce the amount that we paying, but we just hold off for a little bit longer. And I think that also when you save money, all right, when you stack money a little bit longer to wait for that thing that you ultimately looking to purchase, sometimes you'll realize, like, wait a minute, is it really worth it? Because I got all of this money right here and I don't really want it to just give it over. And if you can do that, then that means that it's worth the purchase. If you can't do it, then that means that you calculating how you can justify the purchase by doing it in payments and affordability is the reason why banks get rich on a regular basis. And it doesn't matter how much money you pay. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You usually adjust to whatever it is that your lifestyle requires. Let's continue to hear what she got to say, and then we're going to go from there.
So I'm on chat like, y'all can have this thing back, because y'all ain't about to scam me no more. I'm not about to pay another year of $19.93 a month.
Yes, you are.
And it seems like it's not going towards nothing but interest. Like, it's not going towards the payment. It's not going to... Listen, I don't know. I don't know.
Or you can get a repossessed.
I made it to the point like where I started making money, and I had a lot of dumb decisions, and I'm still learning, still growing, and I'm learning. But that was the dumbest mistake ever. But I'm here to tell you, y'all can have that car back. I will willfully bring the car back to the parking lot so y'all can have it. On my mama, on my soul, I'm not even playing. Because how have I had it for damn near, it's been a year now. And you telling me I only paid $5,000?
Yeah. And most people are financing their cars. Back in the 90s, the longest car payment that I would see, even today, that seems long, was 48 months to 60 months. Now I'm seeing 72 and 84 months. Because obviously I used to work for banks, and so I am familiar with the process because we had to go through the UX process of revamping and developing and rebranding applications that people use to pay their mortgage, to pay their cars, to pay their boats, to pay their jet skis, to pay for whatever it is that they took out a loan for. People are taking out longer loans because it lowers the payment, but then it increases the amount of money that they're paying over to the bank in interest. And financial literacy is the thing that they hope that you don't learn because, I remember when I used to have these conversations and debates. Would you rather have $1 million cash or would you rather have an 800 credit score? Well, newsflash, past like 740, 750, it really don't even matter. And number two, that just means your ability to borrow. It doesn't mean that your ability to pay it back. I'd rather have $1 million cash and then let that compound over a period of time by making smart financial decisions. So, it just is what it is. You got to learn it. Hopefully you learn it early. Hopefully she's young enough to recover from it. I think she should hold on to it, pay it off or pay it down and then sell it or whatever it is she got to do. But don't skirt your responsibilities and don't get no repossession on your record because that's going to stick there. That's going to stay.
I'm not playing with y'all. I'm on the app with them right now. I'm not playing with y'all. Is y'all crazy? Y'all let me know if y'all check. If y'all make sure y'all checking what y'all checking. I don't know. People be. I didn't know that you could make payments and it only go towards interest, honey. And when I set up auto pay, I thought that it was gonna go to the car payment or whatever, and whatever else it go to automatically. But apparently, I gotta log in and make sure that it's not just going to interest, that it's going towards the car, which don't make sense. If my payment is $19.93, then I would think that it automatically would go to where it needs to go. Lesson learned. Won't be a dummy no more. Won't spend no foolish money on nothing else. I am learning. But moral of the story, y'all can get this thing back. And that's on my soul. So y'all see I just posted the screenshots, right? Now she asked me, kindly confirm the reason you are returning the vehicle. I said I have had the car for a full year and it's only showing I paid $5,000. I've been paying $19.94, which was wrong, $19.98 for every month for an entire year. And no way I only paid $5,000. She said, I totally understand. Kindly note a state required letter may be sent before your vehicle can be picked up. Ma'am,
I'm wondering if she's struggling because usually people don't start looking at the numbers and the data. And I'm just telling you what we used to seeing at banks. People don't start going into their stuff until they start to actually struggle a little bit, and they trying to figure out how to reduce the amount of money that they're paying over to the banks. And so that's when they start to get a little bit more worried and they ask people to come and pick stuff up.
what?
And let me also say that when they take this car back, usually they're going to put it in an auction. The auction is going to sell it for whatever they're going to sell it for. And you're still going to be required to pay the difference. I'm just telling you, there's no way out of this unless you just meet the obligations and the requirements of whatever it is that you're supposed to pay.
This is a scam. So no reasoning at all. Not, oh sorry ma'am, I see here you did pay over $11,000. Nothing. This man, yeah. Come get.
Yeah. We have to start educating ourselves. We have to be smarter about the way that we finance this stuff. Or you can pay money. Pay attention or pay money. Remember when y'all was saying that y'all didn't need those classes, those econ classes, those math classes, those calculus classes, those statistics classes in college and in high school? Yeah. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.